What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Frank. Thank you all for being here. I just wanted to make a really quick video today about some of the cool little things I saw at COPART online, at least. I haven't gone to there yet, but we're gonna plan on going there soon. So I came across my email. I saw 4 cars in particular that looked pretty interesting as far as their damage that was done to them and what types of car they were. Again, this is gonna be located in Long Island, New York. It is, sale date is for February 8th of 2023. So as of, I'm recording this on the 7th, this is coming out tomorrow. It's gonna go live. Will they sell? We don't know. But I'm gonna take you guys over to the screen now and we're gonna kind of go over what I'm looking at. All right, guys, so now we're over here on the screen. As you can see, we have a couple of just standard cars that are in here. They're going tomorrow for sale. Looks like we have 665 cars that are gonna be auctioned off tomorrow. There's 17 hours and 56 minutes left on some of them, 52 on these. Pretty cool. So the cars that I got some emails about, we'll start with the first one. The 2014 Porsche 911 Carrera S. So this car has 75,000 miles on it. It's a salvage car. It's listed as a run and drive. Primary damage, as you can see, is going to be that rear end. Across the whole side. It looks like the car may have hit something on the side and maybe gone off-road, judging how the damage is done to the side skirt. The whole left side of the car is just kind of destroyed. Suspension damage, it looks like you got it sagging. Take a look at the back. It's not any better over here. It looks like that's the brunt of the crash of whatever it hit seems to be was right here. That's where most of the impact was. It just ripped the rear left side of the bumper off. Other side of the car looks pretty good. Suspension looks normal. Body lines, body panels, everything looks okay on this side. It just really seems to be, again, that right side. So headlights gone. At least just the glass on there. If you're gonna want to put new glass on it, I don't know. The back side, you could really see a lot of that damage to that left side of the vehicle again. Inside, it doesn't look like any airbags deployed, which is pretty good. Whether the seatbelts are locked, unknown. So in this one, let's see, we got that on. Doesn't look like the car is on at this point. They didn't just run it for the picture. You can see 75,000 miles right there. Back seats look normal, nothing out of the ordinary, and the front looks okay. Looks like they took this panel off to kind of examine if there's any other damage done underneath there. I believe the battery is back there, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure the battery is like right there. So this car, right now, current bid is at $14,000. It is a pure sale, so if someone manages to get this car for $14,000, then good on them. It's obviously a lot of work that has to be done, but you could probably get the parts. The parts on this car alone would probably be worth more than $14,000 is gonna be my guess, but we will see tomorrow what it ends up selling for. Going on to car number 2, we have a 2016 McLaren 650S Spider. This car is wrapped, it looks like. Primary damage is gonna be front end on the sides. You can see it right here. It is not listed right now, I guess, as a run and drive. We got 0 miles on the odometer, so not a good sign. Looks like the tire is flat, maybe a bent rim. You can see that little kind of area right there that my thing is hovering over. Going to the back side, the lights are on, so it should be, at least the battery has power. And again, the engine is the back, so if this damages the front, it should be able to at least drive. That doesn't look great. Possibly went over something, so maybe there's some damage underneath. Not too sure, but looks like that rear suspension is shot on the right side. Yeah, you can really see it's emphasized on that. Going to the front of the car, body panels are all messed up. You got the whole front split. Everything on the front of the car is just gone. Rear end looks all right. I'm not sure if it's shadowing or not, but it looks like we don't have lights on this side, lights on this side. That could contribute to the damage that's done on the bottom right of that car. Again, no airbag deployed at least, so the interior is still fine, interior is still good. Looks like we have power on right there. Let's see what we got on here. 44,920 miles right now is what's listed on the car. So it's not listed on here, but at least in this picture, it's at 4,920. They just couldn't verify it. Again, the back end looks all right. And we got the motor. Again, the motor's so protected in here, at least it should be okay. But this may also hurt the car in the sense that you can't actually look from a consumer's perspective at what the engine really looks like because it's covered up so much, so you don't actually know if there's any hidden damage underneath. Again, this right side. The front left should probably be okay. Again, that impact seems to be on the very, very front of the car, so I doubt it would have any issues here. Just trying to see if I can see anything else in there that may stick out. It doesn't look like anything else is inside of there. It's thinking maybe a radiator or something, but it doesn't look like it. Got the VIN right here, carbon fiber it's on. So again, right now this car is on a minimum bid. It's at $35,500. Not sure if it's gonna actually hit that max minimum bid that they're looking for. But we will see. Again, we'll check that out tomorrow. We got 17 hours and 56 minutes left on that one. So this is going to be the McLaren. We're going to go into car number 3. This one, pretty standard. 2013 Ferrari 458 Spider. This car is listed as flood damage. So we're not too sure if... flood cars are kind of iffy. So I've heard people have amazing stories with flood cars, and they just happen to luck out and the car was just, needed a battery replacement, and insurance just kind of said, or, the owner just said, well, can you work this out so that I don't have the car anymore? Or insurance just kind of salvages and just totals the car out for flood damage, when in reality it didn't need to be. So I've heard some good stories about that, and then I've also heard horror stories where people have replaced every little thing and the car still won't run and drive. So cars like this are really iffy, especially something being like a Ferrari. I wouldn't know if I would hedge my bets on it. Exterior looks clean. Again, it is a flood car. Interior looks clean. The carpet looks fine right now. It doesn't look like there's any mold or any residue that's in there. Got blue seat belts, blue seats. I'm just trying to see. Got that little piece over there. I'm not too sure on Ferraris if that piece of carpet is normally there or what that is, or if that's them, pulling something out and looking under the carpet to see if there's water under there or not. Not too sure. We do have electronics on, so at least that's a good sign. Car is 32,850 miles, I believe that is. So again, yep, there you go, 850. Back end. So everything on this car looks normal. It's got the VIN right here. It is a flood car though. Got a little corrosion right there, but from the exterior, it doesn't look like I can see if they marked a water line anywhere, so I don't know exactly where this car was flooded. I know over here recently we did have some pretty heavy rainstorms that resulted in a lot of flash flooding. Possibly right there, if you guys can see, there might be a little bit of sand right in that little area. Not too sure. So yeah, otherwise the car looks okay, and if that is sand over there and that's kind of where the water line went up to, it's not that high. And then on top of that, maybe just the front of the car, if it was on an incline or something like that, maybe the front of the car is what went into the water. So being that the motor's on the back end, it might be all right. So going on to car number 4, this is the one that I thought was the most interesting, that you guys would probably have a little bit of interest in. I know I did. It's going to be the brand new 2023 BMW 760 Xi. So this car, odometer is reading 0 right now, listed as enhanced. It's got water damage to it. It's a flood car, again, possibly from what recently happened. So I don't know, looks like the car has a registration sticker on it, so it was at some point registered. I don't know how many miles. It has to be relatively low since this car is brand new and it just came out. Not sure, but it looks like that front left wheel has some suspension issues going on. It looks like it's sagging a little bit, a little lower. Got a little bit of fluid under there. That could just be the COPART ladder. It rained. It could have been, any kind of number of things. Not seeing a notable water line on the car that they would have marked. Take a look at the back end. We have, it looks to be the door is open right around here. Do you guys like these cars? I personally can't get into them. I don't know. I like the other 7 Series better, and I'm not a big BMW kind of fan in general. What the fuck? Let me know what you guys think. I'm not really too big of a fan of these new bodies. Taking a look at the other side, suspension again looks higher on this side and higher on this side, so I'm assuming you can see a little bit more of that sag right now from this angle. So something's going on this front side. I'm not sure if this car has air suspension. Just let me know. I know BMWs in the past had air suspension. I'm not sure if these newer ones do. I really don't like the front end of this car. I guess it's, you know, everyone's opinion and to each their own, but in my opinion, I just think it's a little bit ugly. I don't know what they really did to it. The newer BMW M series, the M3s, the M4s, those grew on me. I didn't like them at first, but they grew on me. This one, just a little eh. So taking a look at the back end again, there's no visible damage to the car. So here you can see, looks like they took the carpet out. They got, I'm assuming that's some kind of insulation on the bottom to help with noise reduction for the car. So it looks like they took the carpet out, and that's what's visible right there. So they were looking, and that possibly had oil water in it. And with these newer cars, especially something like this that's so electronically based, it's probably a significant amount of damage. I'm not actually sure what that is, because as you can see right here, it is touching the gas pedal. I'm going to the pedal a little bit on there. I'm not sure. So if anyone knows in the comments down below what that is, just let me know, because I don't know. Again, we got nothing on the screens at all, no power whatsoever. Yeah, it looks like so. All the sides here, that actually looks like snow, I'm pretty sure, and ice. All right, so that is snow. At least in these pictures, that's snow and ice. So we did have a pretty good deep freeze after that heavy rain. So it does look like that is the water that got into the car and ended up just completely freezing and turning into ice, and that's kind of where it is. So if you want to see what a flood damaged car looks like, now you can really see. So it's interesting. It looks like this side doesn't have anything in there, and this side does, which would probably make sense with the way the suspension is sagging. So this side's a little bit lower. So it looks like it just kind of poured in on this side and got in all on this side. I mean, this side does have it too, which is a little strange why the front passenger side doesn't. But yeah, that is snow essentially inside of there now, and ice. So never saw that one before. That one's pretty cool. Engine bay, it is a brand new car pretty much. So looks like there's nothing. It's not even really dirty, even after being at the lot. So that looks nice. Again, you don't know what's hiding underneath there. I'm assuming this one's going to be a rough one based on the electronics on the car. Maybe it's not, but everything down here, I don't know exactly what's running down here and what's under here in general, but I'm assuming all that's probably fried. And based how they can't even get the car on at all, probably not a great sign unless they did disconnect the battery just to help prevent any further issues coming. So it may be a steal that someone gets this car for. This car is listed as a pure sale, and right now it is only at $40,000 with 17 hours left. So if someone gets this car for that price, estimated retail is $145,000. So in today's market, that seems very accurate. So I would say whoever gets this car is probably gonna have a pretty good steal on their hands, even based on the damage that's right here, unless water got into here. But being how we could see everything in here, I understand it's on the engine bay, so it's going to be a little bit, you know, it's going to melt a little quicker and everything like that. This is insulated from the elements as far as on the inside, so it's not exposed to sunlight as well. So we will see what this car ends up selling for. Kind of crazy, never saw that one before. If anyone has seen stuff like that in the past, just let me know. I think it's pretty interesting, especially being on a car that's this new. Yeah, so that's going to wrap up today's video. I just wanted to kind of show some light into what I've seen. I'm just going to wrap up the video here. I want to just keep it relatively short and just kind of show you what the Copart around me's had for listings and just some of the cool cars that I saw, and see if anyone here has any interest in them. So who knows. So again, that's going to wrap it up for today. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up for today. Remember to subscribe, thumbs up, and comment down below your thoughts on some of these salvage cars. This is going to be what I'm going to start doing more of as far as doing it on the computer, and then I'm also going to do the actual in-person visits, so that's what's been my plan. I couldn't get out to this one is being sold tomorrow, so I don't have the time to actually reach out and get out to the lots and look at the cars in person. I know that would have been a pretty cool video to see that BMW at least in person and see what it looks like inside right now. But yeah, I appreciate you guys all for watching. Let me know down below which out of these 4 cars you would get. and which ones you would stay away from, and just some of your thoughts and reasons on why. And if you think that maybe that BMW is kind of a winner or not. That Porsche looks like it might be. You know, again, being a pure sale, it's at 14 grand right now, so we will see. But I appreciate everyone for watching. Remember to comment, subscribe, thumbs up the video, and I'll see you soon, all right? Take care.